What's up, everybody? Sean P. Green, aka Fudge. I'm doing a fantasy sports update. And here I am. I'm in Florida doing a remote broadcast of this fantastic episode because I can. And so I'm going to be, this is pre recorded. You can always make comments wherever I load this up, but it's going to be on the God Chaser Sports YouTube channel, and you can find links. Go to SeanPGreen.com. You can also go to God Chaser Sports page. You go under SeanPGreen.com, other pages. You'll see the link for it, and the link is God Chaser Sports. It's GCSports 2000 at WordPress.com, just like it says on our title page. All right. So what I'm doing today, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna recap the fantasy football and shout out to also the college champion Michigan Wolverines defeating the Washington Huskies last night. Today is Tuesday, January 9th, 2024, and we are celebrating. I was hoping that Georgia was going to try to win it again this year. My second choice was Michigan. Matter of fact, last year I was hoping it was Michigan, Georgia. To me, that would be was the ultimate number one, number two. But TCU, I don't know where they came from, but they were defeated last year. This year, I mean the Huskies, both of them, Huskies and Wolverines were both 14-0. But man, right out the gate, Michigan Wolverines just, 170 plus yards for the first quarter. That is amazing. Crazy, crazy. So, anyways, let's just get to the pro football championships. Some of them concluded last week, but these are the finals. That's it. Week 18 NFL is over. Shout out to my Buffalo Bills, by the way, who won the AFC East championship by beating the Miami Dolphins, one of our longtime rivals. Huge, huge upset to the Miami Dolphins, but we won the tiebreaker, and we moved up we were number 10 in I think week 10, week 11, week 12, somewhere around there. Let me think about that. We were 6-6, and we won 5 in a row, and we took out some of the big boys, Dallas Cowboys. I wouldn't say the Chargers. We almost beat the Philadelphia Eagles, and we defeated, of course, Miami. So that was the big one. Also, the Kansas City Chiefs we defeated, luckily, because that last play they would have beat us if it wasn't for an offsides call. Anyways, let's move forward. So the fantasy football sports that I played, for those of you who know, I have two different sign-ins for Yahoo that I use, and both of these two were great competitors. This year, I think I recruited many new performers and players and managers, got rid of a lot of dead weight so that we have real good competition. So the long-standing God Chasers Football League, which we started back in 2000, I finally got to the championship again. I think 2014 is when the last time I went and I lost. Oh no, I won it. I'm sorry, I won it 2014. And I played the same team this year and I lost. So I was number 2. So under the God Chaser Sports sign on, I don't think I went to any championship. So we'll look at that in a second. But we're going to look at just football today, and later on we'll get updates for each sign-ons, hockey and basketball. That will be another video. But just tune in to this YouTube channel and you'll find out all the links and all the different recaps from all the fantasy sports throughout the year. It's very sporadic because I'm very busy. So let's just get to it, man. Let's get to our fantasy team, fantasy sports. This is our landing page for GC Sports 2000. Again, that's the WordPress page. Want to log in and sign in, and then you'll see the vlogs, and you'll see the sign on for it. See, the vlogs is right here. All right, let's go to just the fantasy updates right now. So this is the DI Media Net sign on that I have, and I went to 3 championships this year. Last year, last couple of years, I haven't been in any. This year, I don't know why, but I did very well. Maybe the heart attacks did it for me. So let's go to the God Chasers Football League rookie um, conference, which they're not rookies anymore. As you can see, Verda Browns, they won. Okay, champions. First place, Verda Browns, they beat me. So this was one of the leagues that I went to the championship in. I was the number 8 seed. I took out longtime rival Lemke. I beat Steel City. So those were the number 1 and number 5 seeds. Berta was the number 7 seed. Took out the Broncos and RJ and Lacrosse. And we met. So it was a very stiff competition towards the end. I thought for sure I would have won this one, but I fell flat. And we will show who they were that were on the team. So for this division, this league, we had my quarterback was Matt Stafford. His quarterback was Josh Allen. And you can see T. Higgins fell flat. McCaffrey fell flat against Washington. Ingram fell flat versus Carolina. Najee Harris, I thought for sure because of him, I was going to do really well, and that was it. That was my only star player. Fairbanks was the big player here in Houston against Tennessee for the kicker, and I had uh, Bates the third for a good defenseman. Wilkins fell flat against Baltimore. So this was last week. This wasn't this previous week. All right, so this was already determined. This is all week 17. All right, so all of this was already done January 1st. All right, so let's go to congratulations to all the participants that went, and of course I was second place. Go to the Veterans League. There it is. Bannerman, manager Ozzy. Once again, he's a champion on this league, and you'll see in a second. He won 2 years before that, and he had 5 years, 4 years straight he went. 3 years he won. So he back to his glory this year. All right. So Bannerman's a tough one. So Ozzy, fantasy champion, playoffs. Alberta Mavericks were the top seed. They beat the Gridiron, number 6, to make it. And Bannerman was the number 2 seed, beating Dakota and the Terrible Titans. Of course, TD's Titans are always in the running as well, and they've got another third place championship. So if you look at the all-time, the Terrible Titans are always there. Look, a lot of third place, got 2 championships, and one of those great add-ons to the veterans division. All right, moving on. Let's go to this is the league that I also was second place to, and Denny Leak or Debo, who was I think he was not even a top seed either, but the top two seeds. Oh no, he was a number two. So number two beat me. I was number six. Dakota beat Yao, and I beat Dakota. I thought for sure I was going to have a good week in week 18. But when you go to the very last week of NFL, you never know who's going to perform because they'll sit some of the people. So I think I had Lamar Jackson on my team, and I'll show you that in a minute. So Numbers, who was a number four seed, my divisional rival, he was our division champ. He lost the first round. Yes. Then he leaked nighttime. Took out nighttime, who was number fifth seed. I took out the Finns fan and took out Dakota to get to the championship. So that was a good, fun league once again. I haven't been in the championship since 2014, and it wasn't a high margin of defeat, so I don't feel too bad. But and I lost to an 11-14, so not too bad. All right, let's just look at the history. This was the original, very first God Chasers League that we ever did. And let's see, 2014, you see in the bottom here, I beat Denny Leak or Debo, and I haven't been in since. And then now, 9 years later, rematch, he won. Dakota got third place, number one seed. So that was quite a defeat for me. All right, so that's the God Chaser Sports Leagues, God Chasers Fantasy Football Original 2000 League, and there, here you go. That was quite a matchup. All right, let's go to Christian League. I think this one was also week 17. We double check. Yep, this was week 17. It ended on Eagles' Wings and Parting the Red Sea. These two are expansion franchises. Last year, Psalm won. This year, third place. On Eagles' Wings, Jesuit and Psalm, they were the championship last year. Psalm beat Jesuit. Um, Parting the Red Zone, Jay's dazzling team got defeated by him, and Psalm got defeated by on Eagles' Wings. So the brand new champions, two expansion franchises, got rid of some dead weight, and here's the result of the championship bracket and all the previous ones here. As you can see, Psalm beat Jesuit last year. All right, Psalm is in third place. I'm in 11th place. So since 2020, I haven't been really competitive. As you can see, I'm 11th, 12th, I mean even ninth, missing the playoffs all these times. I've only been in the playoffs in the last 10 years, three times in 10 years. I've been in the playoffs four times since 2023. Yep, it's 2013. As you can see, Jesuit has been top competitor until we started expanding. Since 2014, he hasn't been in the championship. 2022. But here's a lot of the champions over the years. And congratulations to the expansion teams. All right, let's go to the Christian World League. Now, this is my championship finally in this league. I think I won before too, but this was a division rival for me. The number one seed was defeated by my division rival, number four seed, in the last round. And again, this was a week 18 championship. Um, and I beat my longtime rival Lemke, and that's that's for it. So the champion for many years didn't make the playoffs this year. Sin City Raiders. Okay, got several championships under his belt. And where am I here? Okay, so we're not counting that. I think we started this in 2014, and I won against Lemke 2019, and my return to glory 2023. Yes. So pretty excited that I made it back to the championship, big time. So I am the champion, my friend. And there's your league final stats. Number seven ends up being the Finns fan for the consolation. All right, so there you go. I'm a champion. Yay. Okay, Fudge Bowl. This was a division, a week 17 championship. Here we go. Denny Leak was number one seed. Got knocked out by an expansion team, Black Tide. Black Tide defeated another expansion team, Coach Methuselah. And Finsfan was a number two seed, got knocked out by number three Yao by, look at that margin, by 22 points. That's crazy. I would hate to lose by 22 points in the playoffs. But Yao defeated me. I was a number six seed, and I win finished the number five place, fifth place. So Yao is your champion this year for the Fudge Bowl. Fudge is my nickname. For those that don't know, don't remember. And the top two seeds ended up being third and fourth. So Yao and Black Tie, they did the upsets for their divisions, and that's pretty awesome. Standings. See, Denny Leak and Finsfan had the best record overall, and I was still up there, but not as victorious this time. Pretty pretty steady league. Fifth place, probably the best I've done. Looks like since 2019, and I haven't won this championship since 2013. So okay, so congratulations, Yao. That's your first championship in this league. Second time going to the championship. All right. So last but not least, I got the Veterans Football League, which is just veterans, not God chasers. These are U.S. veterans. I was in 12th place, so not worth mentioning, but just recapping for the fun of it. Okay, guys, so that's it for the GC Sports football. Now let's go to my other sign on, which is GC Sports 2000, which is the new since 2020 new sign on for fantasy sports. And I got a tons of championships, or new leagues, but I got expansion hockey, basketball, brand new coaches, and and some of them crossed over, but not too many. So, and these are pretty active leagues, so I'm pretty excited about that. As you can see, I went to one championship and I lost. The rest of them not so good. Fourth place, ninth place, 11th place, fourth place, 10th, and 10th. So kind of fell flat on some of these leagues here. All right, so Just so you know, once again, Sean P. Green Show, God Chaser Sports Edition. Sean P. Green is my real government name. Fudge is my nickname. God Chaser Sports is the franchise now expanded to two different sign-ons. I actually had four sign-ons before, and Yahoo, for whatever reason, maybe lose all that information from the previous ones. But that's okay. We're starting over. We're starting anew. We're in the new era. So now here's the expansion, new generation. I call it fantasy sports. Here we go. Let's go back to our screen, and we got the God Chasers Alpha League started in 2021, I believe. Yep. All right. So Dog Pound beat Post Mill. Congratulations. Uh, let's see what we got here. The standings. I was Yahweh Mafia is my team name. 8-6. So I just made the playoffs, I think, and I was lucky to get there, but I was not successful. Steadfast Love, uh, number one seed. I was number four seed. I beat the Horn Rates, and that was good. Post Mill was my division rival. Got the number two seed and the bye, and they defeated me in the championship or the semifinals. Once again, this is a week 17 championship. All right, so I lost. I lost in the fourth place or third place game, so that put me at fourth place overall for this league. Even though I scored very high, had either one of us been in the championship, we would have won. But you got to get there. Dog Pound and Steadfast were the only two that really blew it out the water in the semifinals, and I fell really flat. So, and who was that quarterbacks for these? That was Baker Mayfield versus Purdy. How about that? So Post Mill lost because of Baker Mayfield's. I mean, Mayfield was good. He had Pacheco with 26 points. Goddard and White had 13, so that was a good championship. But jeez, I want to talk about slim. Look at that, 95 point. Wow, you lose to the championship by point zero 0.04 points. Man, I would hate to be that guy. That's pretty close. All right, so that's the Alpha Division or Alpha Conference. All right, we got we got a guy that has an expletive as a name. Mark Matt finally won his championship. You see, he's been in it third place for first 2 years. Finally won. All right, so the standings. I was ninth place after consolation, and the top two seeds, Southie Boy and Helmets, were third and fourth. Helmets being the top seed overall. Helmets of Salvation. We'll look at that playoff real quick. Helmet was number one seed, lost to Matt Mark. Disciples beat Crossbearer, playing Southie. Southie was a top two seed, and he was inactive really, so he didn't deserve it. Nathan was an active player, so he should have had a better chance, but he didn't. Crossbear was inactive. He shouldn't have been there, so that's good. So Disciple and Matt Mark was a good matchup. Number five versus number six seeds. One and two got the third place, fourth place overall. So there you go. Congratulations to Matt Mark 1C for the Bravo Cup. Bravo Bowl, the Charlie Bowl. First place, Tundra Dogs. Congratulations. All right. Tundra Dogs were number one seed overall, keeping it real and consistent throughout the whole championship. Former champion last year was King, lost to the Becky Club, and that's who lost in the championship. They beat the number two seed from last year, or number two seed this year, the number two team last year. Oh, no, I think Friars won last year. I'll look at that in a second. But Becky Club took it to the house, and that's your championship. And the King just dropped all the way down to sixth place from being a number four seed. Last year, King beat Friars. That's right. Tundra and Becky, I think, are expansion teams. And there's your standings for 2023 season. My team was in 11th place. Pretty sad. And that's it. There's your top championship run. 4-10. That's a pretty sad outcome. All right. Let's go to Bravo Bowl. Fourth place in that one, at least. Not too bad, but Bravo Bowl goes to Kingware 1. Kinh. Kingware. Salvation Army, that's 2 years in a row at the number two spot, losing twice in a row. The Power, been in the top three all 3 years, but Kingware took the championship. Was I think the number two seed too. Let's double check. Maybe number three. I snuck in. I should not have been there, but I got in. I snuck in the number four seed. So at the very least, I would have gotten the number four seed anyways. But this is a four-team championship, and I fell really flat against Salvation Army, Kingware, and the Power fell real flat, but took it to me on week 17. So it was a week 17 championship, and terrible, terrible outcome. And who was who in this one? Kingware had Justin Fields, and Salvation Army had uh, Hurts as the quarterback. So week 17, not too bad for these guys, but Victor the kicker, DJ Moore, or what's his name? Whatever, Moore from Chicago. It's not DJ, I don't think. 21 points, so that really pushed them over the edge. Good defense from Baltimore beat Miami 56-19. Two touchdowns, I believe. Two interceptions, three sacks, one fumble recovery. He had more than that. Points allowed. No, they didn't. We didn't give them touchdown points for Baltimore. They had two touchdowns for defense. All right. So, anyways, Kingware champion for the Delta Cup, Delta Bowl. Go to Echo, and here I am back in the championship with one of these. I think this is my first time in the first of 3 years of the existence to ever be in a championship. But here I am losing to last year's number two. So I was the number two seed overall. Shazam, number one. Took out God Squad. Last year's champion lost to myself. Nice little rematch from last year's playoff. And God Squad division rival beat Zeus. And there's your consolation roundup. There you go. I was fourth place the year before and eighth the year before that. There you go. We expanded a couple teams this year. I think two new teams, maybe four new teams. I don't know. So there's your results. All the divisions. God Squad. That was a good run, man. I think I did pretty well and finishing number two. Okay, I think I'll accept that. Shazam had a great team and good championship, so good run. All right, congratulations, Shazam. Who did I have? I'm gonna see who I had that day. This was a week 17 championship. I had Dak Prescott against Geno Smith. So yeah, D Moore from Chicago had a good day. So that would help him and Aaron Jones and Joku Joku from Cleveland's tight end had a fantastic day. Yep. So Houston's defense was another one. That was it. So that's why I lost. Thought for sure I was gonna make it. And finally, now remember, Jesus plays football is not my league, but that's a league I participate in. Okay, here we go. First place, the insurers, Russell. There you go. Congratulations, insure. Not ensure like the drink for old people. Valley Vikings, second seed, lost to the Rossi Raiders. First round. Sackcloth, number six, beat number three, Rectum. I don't like saying that name. Number five seed beat number four, Go Bucks. Insurers. Number one, Allen beat Cheddar. And final round, Allen beat Rossi's Raiders. Very close margin. Insurers beat Sackcloth. And Allen, the best team in the league, lost to number five seed. And six beat seven for the third place. So all time, it's really just the first 3 years. Lightning beat Walter, Go Bucks beat Friars, Insurers beat Allen. There you go. And here's the standings for the Jesus Freaks Cross Route League and two division league, 8 team championship, 16 teams in. So very active league with the exception of one team. Not too bad though. And there you go. There's all your fantasy sports leagues for the God Chaser Sports. Here's your week 17 results for Allen losing to Russell. Okay. Justin Fields did great. Moore did great. White did great. But Achan, Pacheco, Taylor, all running backs, blew it out the water to give them the edge by an extra 10 points, almost 11. Congratulations, Russell, for a good season. Always competitive, always very active. So that was fun, man. It was a fun league to be in. So very happy to have a very active league like this. All right, so I'm going to recap just for fun the Jesus Plays Football, which I was in 10th place. Okay, Walter Mitty beat Cram Champions. These are people I've recruited to be on my leagues, and this is their long-standing league that they've had. So Walter Mitty and Cram champions are very competitive. I think Cram was number one seed overall. We'll look at it real quick. Yes, Cram champions was number one, beating the Lightning, previous champion, and Lightning beat Vikings. Two Kittle, too late beat the Nickel 59ers, and Walter Mitty was indeed the number two seed. So it was fitting to have the number one versus the number two in a championship, but Walter Mitty this year was victorious. So congratulations. It was fun playing in your league, but I am not too competitive compared to you guys. I had only 8 moves. These guys are hardcore. So that was fun. 10th place. Okay, so I think that's it. That's the recap for all the fantasy sports leagues, fantasy football leagues for 2023. DI Media Net, aka Fudge account, versus GC Sports 2000, aka God Chasers account. So, thank you for listening and watching. I really enjoyed recapping. I really enjoyed playing with you guys on this championship season. Football is exciting. Go Bills. We're hoping for, first of all, we're the number two seed in the NFL. Josh Allen's a beast, greatest player probably in our franchise history. Uh, and not only that, we're going to have at least, if we can beat the Steelers at home, we're going to have the first two games in Buffalo. And it's going to be a stormy, wintry mix, I believe, a very cold day Sunday on the 14th or 13th, I think it is. 14th. So, pretty excited about that. So, we got at least two home games if we can win both. And we're only hoping that the Ravens will lose at home so that we can host the AFC Championship. Oh boy, wouldn't that be hot? I'll be home for that. And man, I'd like to see my Bills be in the Super Bowl and win one this year. We're hoping. Go Bills, Bills Mafia, Allentown. Thanks for listening and watching. Once again, I enjoyed recapping. Keep watching our videos. Keep subscribing to our YouTube channel. And check me out later. All right. Thank you, guys. God Chaser Sports Fantasy Leagues.